All new on 13 Action News Live at 11, the community coming together for one of 3 teens who was killed in a horrific crash during spring break. Dylan Mack was vacationing with friends in Huntington Beach when a suspected drunk driver slammed into their car. 13 Action News reporter Nina Porshunkala shows us how Dylan's friends and co-workers are trying to help his family.
He would grab an order and scan out for it, bag it up and everything, and forget the food.
Fun-loving, silly, always smiling. 18-year-old Dylan Mack used to deliver to customers of above-the-crust pizza. But today, it's their turn to do something for the teen.
People that don't even know Dylan are out here supporting and giving their love to the family, and it's awesome. It's really cool to see that this community can come together for someone that they don't even know.
Hundreds flocked to the store all day, helping raise money for Dylan's family. Last week, Dylan Mack, AJ Rossi, and Brooke Hawley were killed after a suspected drunk driver crashed into their car in California. Dylan's friends say they'll always remember his smile and how easily he can make people laugh.
He would just mess around so much, and if you were around Dylan, you were definitely smiling.
Tonight, the community sends a strong message.
Just don't drink and drive. Centennial lost 3 innocent kids from a drunk driver, and it's not something that we should have to worry about on the roads.
He may be gone, but Dylan Mack's loved ones say his memories will live on.
I'm always gonna have a piece of me missing, because that was actually my best friend, so it's always gonna be there. But I'm gonna just try and live for him.
Nina Porshunkala, 13 Action News.
And we have an update to a bad crash that shut down some lanes of northbound 95 near Charleston. NHP now tells us that 2 people have died. A third is in the hospital. These pictures just came into our newsroom. Troopers say 2 vehicles were involved in the crash. One of them lost a tire, which ended up crashing through the windshield of the other SUV. 2 passengers were killed. All lanes of traffic have now reopened. New tonight, a fire breaks out at a daycare center near Washington and the 15. Nobody was inside Variety Daycare when that fire started. Las Vegas Fire and Rescue arrived quickly to fight the fire, but it spread to the attic. Firefighters tell us it's still smoldering, but they're keeping an eye out on it. They suspect squatters may have started it, but the cause is still under investigation. Taking a live look outside now, where the winds are starting to die down following a really hot day here in the valley. In fact, the first 90-degree day of the season. So will we hit that 90 mark again tomorrow? Let's check in with 13 First Alert meteorologist Carla Welga. Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Well, the short answer is no, but yes, today was quite warm. 93 degrees, our first 90 of the year, and 17 degrees above average for this time of year. We were only 5 degrees from the record of 98, so just a very warm day all around. On average, we see our first 90 on April 18th, but last year, we saw it on March 18th. It was so very early. Gusts almost completely gone from the Las Vegas Valley, although we still have some breezes out there. In the overnight hours, we're going to see the winds relax and finally get into the single digits in the early morning hours. Doesn't mean we're completely done. I'm still going to track those winds hour by hour and tell you how much cooler it'll be in your neighborhood tomorrow in your 13 First Alert forecast.
Metro says 1 man is dead after a shooting at an apartment complex near Charleston and Fremont. Police say he was working on his vehicle when a neighbor approached him. The 2 men got into an argument and the neighbor was stabbed. That neighbor went back to his apartment, grabbed his shotgun, and shot the man. Police say the neighbor is expected to recover from his injuries. New tonight, North Las Vegas police have released the mugshot of a man who was shot by police last night. Police say they arrested 34-year-old Antonio Aquino after he refused to come out of a home. Detectives say neighbors called police after hearing gunshots near Deer Springs and Decatur. While trying to get him out, one officer fired 1 shot. No officers were hurt. Aquino has been released from the hospital and booked into jail. Developing tonight, a fire at Trump Tower in New York City has left 1 person dead. The president was in Washington at the time of the fire. Here's ABC's Linda Lopez with the latest.
Fire broke out late Saturday afternoon in an apartment on the 50th floor of Trump Tower in New York City. Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro said firefighters found the apartment engulfed in flames. The resident of that apartment rushed to a nearby hospital, where he later died. The FDNY knocking down the fire within an hour. There were no evacuations ordered inside the building. However, some people did self-evacuate. The president was not in New York at the time of the fire. However, Secret Service was notified.
We don't know the cause of the fire yet. Units went up with the Secret Service afterwards to check the president's residence.
President Trump tweeting after the fire was out, calling the tower, quote, a well-built building.
It's a well-built building. It's built The upper floors, which are residence floors, are not sprinklered, but the building sure stood up quite well.
Trump Tower, which opened in 1983, serves as the headquarters for the Trump Organization. Before moving to the White House, President Trump, the First Lady, and their son Barron lived in the penthouse apartment, occupying the 66th through 68th floors. In New York, Linda Lopez, ABC News.
Caught on camera video from just outside Tampa, Florida shows a man punching a stranger in the face with brass knuckles. Police say the man walked up to the home and rang the doorbell. The suspect told the homeowner he was trying to find someone. As the homeowner tried to retrieve his dogs, the suspect punched him. He took off in a getaway vehicle and hasn't been arrested. Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval says he opposes President Trump's proposal to send troops to the Mexico border. His spokeswoman says he doesn't believe the proposal would be an appropriate use of the Nevada Guard. The White House says it will continue to move forward with plans to deploy 4,000 National Guard troops. Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas are expected to cooperate. California hasn't responded to the plan. From Contact 13, Best Buy says some of its customers' credit card information may have been impacted by a data breach. It's the same breach that hit Sears and Delta Airlines. All three use the same third-party firm that provides online and mobile chat services to customers. Best Buy says it appears only a small fraction of its customers might have been affected. Well, the Golden Knights might have been looking a little too far ahead to the playoffs. It wasn't a good night for the team. They lost on the road in Calgary 7-1. It was the team's final regular season game. But even after the loss, fans are still excited about the playoffs. Dozens laced up their skates tonight and took to the ice at the Knights practice center. It was a packed house at City National Arena in downtown Summerlin for tonight's skate and watch party. There were several giveaways, and Chance the Gila Monster was even there. Fans we spoke with say they're gearing up for the playoffs.
Definitely a good time. It's really awesome that a team, when they first come out to the NHL, can get this far, and hopefully we can go all the way.
Pretty exciting, and it's now official. The Knights will face off against the LA Kings in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The NHL hasn't released the dates and times for the games, but will of course pass along that information as soon as we get it. An Academy Award-winning screenwriter is finishing up a script for a feature-length film on legendary UNLV basketball coach Jerry Tarkanian. The story is about the transformation of the city while Tarkanian took the Runnin' Rebels to national acclaim from 1973 to 1992. As for which actor will play the Shark, that still hasn't been decided. A local girl is on a mission to throw the first pitch at all 30 Major League Baseball parks with her robotic hand. Today, United Airlines held a celebration for Haley Dawson inside McCarran International Airport. Haley and her family are jet-setting off to San Francisco so she can throw out the first pitch at the Giants game tomorrow. Haley suffers from Poland syndrome. It's a rare defect which causes her to use a robotic hand. Her story gained national attention when it went viral in 2017. Haley's family says this experience has been nothing short of a dream come true for her.
You know, it's been a long time coming for us, and for us to be able to do this and talk about Poland syndrome and talk about her robotic hand, and actually being able to see other kids get robotic hands because of this has been pretty amazing for us.
This baseball season, Haley will be traveling by United to the rest of the parks that she still has yet to visit. Well, still ahead tonight, caught on camera, a house explodes after a car slams into a gas line. Hear why the driver says he lost control in the first place. And two groups that have made America proud slide into the valley for the Curling World Championships. And count on Chopper 13 to bring you breaking news fast and first. Stay with us. New tonight, before they dropped the puck in Calgary, the Golden Knights and the Flames came together to honor the victims of the tragic bus accident involving the members of a Canadian junior hockey team. The death toll from that crash is staggering, at least 15 killed and at least 14 people injured. As ABC's Ron Claiborne tells us, the bus was T-boned by a tractor trailer.
The horrific scene. A bus ripped open, wreckage spilled onto a rural highway, and tonight a nation in mourning. This after the bus with the Canadian Junior Hockey League's Humboldt Broncos team on board, T-boned by a tractor-trailer truck in Saskatchewan. 15 people on the bus killed. Among the dead, the Broncos coach, Darcy Hogan, and Jackson Joseph, the son of a former NHL player.
The worst nightmare has happened.
14 others on the bus were injured, the father of one tweeting this heart-wrenching photo of injured players holding hands.
We will never forget the members of our Broncos family who were taken from us and who were injured.
The Broncos, whose players range in age from the teens to 20, were on their way to a semi-final Junior League hockey game. In a statement, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau saying, "An entire country is in shock and mourning. This is every parent's worst nightmare."
Royal Canadian Mounted Police said the driver of the tractor-trailer was not injured. He was detained for questioning but has since been released and is undergoing psychological counseling. 5 people were injured after a ruptured gas line caused a house to explode in Texas. Firefighters say a driver lost control of his car and crashed into the house. A gas line was struck in the process, which led to a fiery blast. Police then rushed into the house and pulled out a couple and their son. They were later hospitalized, and the woman is in critical condition. Firefighters say the driver's brakes failed before the crash. Across the country, town halls were held to continue the conversation about gun control laws. ABC's Brian Clark reports students, parents, and lawmakers all participated, but some were noticeably absent.
Student activists involved in last month's March for Our Lives teamed up with townhallproject.com to organize a series of town halls across the country, hoping to keep the conversation about gun laws going. More than 100 events in 34 states, with more than 70 of those town halls being held in Republican districts, about 30 scheduled in Democratically held districts. Organizers leaving empty seats for lawmakers from both parties who didn't attend, symbolizing their absence from the conversation. In Florida, the father of one Parkland shooting victim talked about the day his daughter died.
I don't remember if the last time I saw my daughter, if I said, "I love you."
16 events scheduled in Florida, the state recently making some changes to its gun laws following that Parkland school shooting that left 17 dead. But many feel much more needs to be done.
I can't think of a time when it was more important for us to come together as a community to talk about how we can make the kind of change that we need to keep people safe.
Hundreds packing a forum in Northern Virginia in the district of Republican Barbara Comstock, one of the most vulnerable incumbents this November. She declined to attend. However, 2 Democrats vying for Comstock's seat were there. Brian Clark, ABC News, New York.
The U.S. men's gold medal curling team slides into the Orleans Arena for the World Championships. The guys met up with veterans from the Wounded Warrior Project. It was a chance for 2 groups that have made America proud to come together. Some of the veterans say they recently picked up curling as a hobby.
I've done a lot of things in my life, jumping out of planes, rappelling out of helicopters. The precision that it takes to get that stone from one end to the other end and exactly where you want it is just unbelievable.
The curling team sees it different. They say what they do doesn't come close to the sacrifices our veterans have made.
We're just sliding big rocks at giant circles, and these guys are defending our country. So, to be able to come in here and thank them for their service and have what we did, mean something to them, means a lot to us.
The curling championship games continue tomorrow. Tickets are still available if you'd like to attend. Well, 13 Action News took over the Strip today for the first 401k financial fitness run and walk. The event helps families stay healthy while moving towards a goal of leadership. 13 Action News anchor Dana Roselli talks with 2 kids about why they decided to join the run.
What a great day for the walk and run. Right now we are at the after party here at the Hooters Hotel Casino where the party continues. Now that everyone's done and relaxing a little bit, we've got games and food and informational booths out here. What a successful morning to promote financial fitness and financial literacy. In fact, people of all ages took part in the race and the walk. Gavin and Lily both took part. Hi guys, did you have fun?
Yes, a lot of fun.
Why did you decide to take part in it?
Well, it's a really fun activity, good exercise, and it's better than being on your phone all morning.
That's true. It's a good point. You guys, how are you at saving money, and are you into kind of learning at a young age here at the age that you're at, and to planning for your future?
Yeah. Our mom taught us about Junior Achievement, and Junior Achievement helps kids learn how to save money and prepare for the future. So it's really good. Community. And as kids, she came into our class and taught Junior Achievement to our classes and our students, so we grew up around junior achievement and we really love it.
Oh, it's so great. Thank you guys. What a great morning it has been, and it's things like that that we're trying to promote and get the word out about. Of course, financial fitness, staying healthy, and saving that money so that we all have a great future and we can cross it off the list and not let it stress us out. Reporting here from the Hooters pool at the after party for the 4.01K race and walk, I'm Dana Roselli.
Important stuff. Got to start young. And of course, KTNV is a proud sponsor of the event. If you'd like to see pictures from today's first 401K race for financial fitness, just head to our website at ktnv.com. It was time for some spring cleaning in southeast Las Vegas. Clark County Commissioner Jim Gibson and members of the community painted over graffiti and picked up trash in the Whitney area. Several people showed up to help out.
Now, 13 First Alert weather.
Well, southern portions of the valley saw some of the strongest gusts this afternoon. Southern Highlands, the strongest gusts at 45 miles per hour. But Nellis Air Force Base on the opposite end of the valley, not far behind at 40 in North Las Vegas at the airport to be exact, and the official at McCarran was 36 miles per hour. The wind for tomorrow, first part of the day, I think we're going to see more breezes in the second half, but if you are in North Las Vegas, you're still going to see upper end breezy to maybe low end windy conditions. I think gusts are going to top out between about 25 and 30 miles per hour for this part of town. Rest of the valley should be 20 to 25, but they will be from a northerly direction. So again, if you're right along those slopes of those northern mountains, you'll feel the strongest gusts for tomorrow. So breezy tomorrow, still warm, certainly not quite as warm as this afternoon, but we will top out in the 80s tomorrow. By Monday, we'll warm up a little bit more as high pressure. You see that ridge forming back into the area. On Tuesday, temperatures are going to be right back up to the 90-degree mark, but we're going to start to see some breezes ahead of the next system, a very big system that is moving in from the Pacific Northwest. It's going to continue to approach on Wednesday. By that time, we will be up into the windy category. Still very warm, but the windiest days, here's your first alert, are going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. So again, for tomorrow, we're going to be in the breezy category for most of the valley. Monday will be our between systems day. Then once we head into Tuesday, we're going to get to breezy, particularly in the afternoon hours as that system starts to make its way into the valley. On Wednesday, 40 mile per hour gusts, and it looks like Thursday at this point could be even stronger. We're looking at more along the 50 mile per hour range, but that's at this point. We're going to continue to track that very carefully. So with warm temperatures and lots of wind, of course, pollen is going to remain sky high. The upper limit is 12, and you can see we're above 11 here every afternoon until Wednesday. May get a little bit better with a cool down that we're tracking with that next system. I'll show you those numbers in just a few seconds. Right now it's 74 degrees, 71 Green Valley, 73 in Henderson. North Las Vegas holding on strong to the warmer temperatures, but you see Centennial Hills at 73 degrees. Overnight, 62 for central portions of the valley, a lot of low 60s. North Las Vegas, Sunrise Manor, both at 61 degrees with a couple of upper 50s peppered in. That's for Summerlin and for the Anthem area. Then for tomorrow, we're losing about 10 degrees as that cool air continues to filter into the area, but still a very nice day and still above average for this time of year. 82 at McCarran, 77 in Summerlin, 80 in Anthem, and 83 for eastern portions of Henderson. There's your day planner for tomorrow. Temperature's not as hot, but we'll see a lot more sunshine and a lot less wind than we saw this afternoon. And if you're going to get outdoors for tomorrow, going to be a pretty nice day. A little windy maybe for some boating there out on Lake Mead, but overall a nice day. 61 in Mount Charleston and Red Rock, making it to the mid-70s. Picture perfect to do hiking out there tomorrow morning or afternoon. There's your 13 First Alert 7-day planner. Between systems on Monday, in comes our next system. We'll have 1 or 2 days, possibly right along that 90-degree mark. Blustery days on Wednesday and Thursday with a big cool down on the way. Will be below average for this time of year Thursday, Friday. Then clearing up for the weekend. Back to you.
Well, still ahead, a group of more than impressive Valley Elementary School kids. It may look like they're just playing with Legos, but it's much more serious than that. We'll explain why. And don't forget to download KTNV Mobile. It's in the App Store and Google Play. It's free and lets you watch 13 Action News video anywhere you have mobile service. We'll be right back. Breaking news, one person is dead after being hit by a vehicle near Lake Mead and Rampart in Summerlin. Metro tells us it happened around 9:30. Tonight the intersection is closed while police investigate. You'll want to avoid the area. We'll bring you updates on KTNV.com. Well, with prom season underway, it was time for some pampering. Local makeup artists and hairstylists gathered inside Foster Kinship in North Las Vegas for Sparkle On 2018, the free event giving underprivileged girls a free makeover for prom. Organizer Paz Ramirez says it's all about using her craft to give back.
I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel fabulous, obviously, and it's just a loving and, experience for us on both sides.
Foster Kinship also works with families looking for resources on foster care and adoption. They're located on Cheyenne Avenue in North Las Vegas. A group of more than impressive Valley Elementary School kids are heading to the Robotics World Championship in Houston. 13 Action News reporter Gina Lazara got to see the students and their robots in action.
What I see these kids get out of this program, is something that means more to me than anything else.
Rachel Kuntz gets emotional when speaking about this amazing team right here.
We've said a lot, winning is the moment, but learning is forever.
This group of kids range in age between 10 and 12 years old.
She is trying to get to the slingshot and the fountain.
Together, they built these robots out of Legos. And for a lack of better words, they make the robots do really cool things.
We do different missions around the board to get points.
It's a time-consuming, challenging task, but the Lego leaders are so good at what they do, they already won the Nevada State competition back in January.
3031, the Lego leaders.
Now it's time to prepare for the World Championship.
I think we're really confident about winning because we have beat all the other teams, but it's not about winning, it's what we learn on the way.
There will be 100 teams from 40 different countries, all competing in Houston later this month. On top of preparing robot missions, the kids must put on a skit and teach the other teams a dance. Admirable, smart, and accomplished are a few good words to describe these kids, making their teacher, their parents, and the rest of the Las Vegas Valley proud as they head off to try and become world champs.
Look at them. I mean, they're working together, they're problem solving, they're having fun. As a teacher, as a parent, I couldn't ask for more for my kids.
Gina Lazara, 13 Action News.
Awesome story there, and good luck to them in Houston. Well, still to come, a positive surprise for a young boy who's definitely needed it lately. See how the community came together to help a young cancer patient's wish come true. Welcome back. One wish has come true for a 15-year-old cancer patient in Missouri. Jordan Rodriguez wanted to have a place to play video games while he's undergoing treatment. It took 3 days of remodeling, but Jordan's room is complete. It features everything you need to game. It also includes donated items from the Oklahoma City Thunder and Sporting Kansas City. Cameras were recording as Jordan made his way to his new bedroom for the big unveiling. Doctors aren't making assurances for the future of Jordan's health, so moments like this one are absolutely sacred. Carla has a final check of your forecast, but right now here's a live look out at the valley on this Saturday night. You're watching 13 Action News, where we bring you breaking news fast and first. Stay with us.
All right, quite a bit cooler tomorrow, as today the high was 93 degrees, so we'll be low to mid to 80s Sunday, Monday, breezy on Tuesday, and then the blustery winds will be back Wednesday, Thursday with quite a bit of a cool down for the end of the week.
Finally tonight, it's something every tourist has to do when they come to Las Vegas, and the Stanley Cup is no exception. Take a look. The coveted trophy visited the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Well, perhaps it might call our valley home in the not-so-distant future. That's maybe I'm speaking too soon. That, of course, will depend on how the Knights do in the playoffs. But, hey, we can speak it into existence right now.
We can only hope, yes.
We can only hope. We're going to say it right now. Well, let's see if that happens. But that would be awesome if it does, for sure.
Oh, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's 13 Action News Live at 11. We're always on at KTNV.com, our mobile app, and our Roku channel. From all of us at Channel 13, have a good night, and thanks for watching.